I grew up relatively normally within the context of being chronically ill, but from, I'd say, about 2011, my health was really started to deteriorate. I had obviously had frequent lung infections throughout my life, but it got to the point where I was probably in hospital more often than not, and it really impacted my working ability. I had to stop work. I was actually medically boarded. At this stage, I was also put on oxygen 24 hours a day. Had to move back in with my parents. With cystic fibrosis, it gets to a point where a lung transplant becomes your only treatment option for any reasonable sort of long-term chance of survival. When I got the call, I think it was one of the worst moments in my life, just because I was absolutely terrified. There are no guarantees with lung transplant, any transplant, but in particular lung transplants are very risky. So I actually was so terrified, I initially told the transplant coordinator I needed to think about it. But I spoke to my family and I phoned my doctor, and although she couldn't tell me what to do, she explained to me that given the shortage of organ donors in the country, as well as my current health situation, which was not guaranteed to last much longer, it was a case of now or never. So that convinced me, and so I called the transplant coordinator back, and I said I would take the lungs. I'd say about 3 months after my transplant, I was feeling better than I'd ever felt in my entire life. I no longer have chest infections, I'm no longer on oxygen, I don't need to be on IV antibiotics every few weeks or months. I'm doing things that I just never even thought I would be able to do in my life. The smallest things now, like being able to dry my hair without getting out of breath, or wake up in the morning and just not have that constant sense of anxiety. Like the smallest things that other people take for granted are just make me so happy. So at the moment, I think I'm just really living day by day, because each day in itself is so special and so miraculous and has so much to offer. Just the most mundane things excite me now, because they're things that I couldn't enjoy previously.